So it's officially wedding week. Makeup wise, I think we're doing pretty good. I was hoping to have it kind of narrowed down by now, but we still have a week and trying not to be overly anxious about anything. I already did my skincare like usual. I have separated things now out into the things that I know I want to use on the wedding day. That way we don't have too many variables. Today is not a very good body image day for me. So I've had a rough morning, but that's okay. This is Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Snow. That's not one of the things we're trying out today. It's just one of the things that I'm definitely going to be using. I'm trying to be better about my faces because that first video I filmed when I was editing it and I was looking in watching myself put on concealer, I was like, what am I doing? His faces are awful. I'm gonna take a little bit of it's the Sephora brand concealer. I believe the shade is Bright Future. Sometimes I put a little bit of this just in the inner corner to help brighten things up a little bit more. I'm gonna let that set for a minute before I blend it out. Today I'm going to be using the Tatcha Glam palette. I went through and I've swatched different colors and I think this one might be it. It's something I'm comfortable with using. I was considering the Jacquiana palette because I love the Soleil and Zam color. But I don't want to use, I don't want to take 3 and 4 palettes to get the complete look. I just want to use one already together palette. And they don't have, her palette doesn't have any blending shades for my skin tone. But I still really love her palette. I'm gonna take the Rare Beauty brush and just start blending it in a little bit. Did you get your, if you've been married, did you get your partner a wedding gift? That's something that, I don't know, I feel like people will either do it and it's usually a pretty decent investment, they don't just get something small, or people have no idea about it. I feel like I feel like it's been a thing. I'm in a couple of different bride groups on Facebook and they get some pretty expensive gifts. I was talking to my fiance about it and he was like, I'm supposed to get you a gift. Which is very like him. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I probably should by now. Urban Decay Primer Potion. Okay, so I'm gonna start, I think I'm gonna start with the shade Transition. Let me make sure there's no other transitions in here. Yeah. Transition. I would like something a little more skin tone. That's what we got. That's what we're gonna use. I know these shade names are telling you what you're supposed to be using them for, but I don't always listen. I'm going to take the shade Blend and put it in the crease. I have hooded eyes, so that creates a little more problem for me than people without hooded eyes would have. I remember years ago, my mom was having a Mary Kay party at her house, her friend had decided she wanted to start selling Mary Kay, and I was decently into makeup, nothing crazy, and I was, you know, doing the different steps that she was telling me to do, and I was like, but when I open my eyes, like, all of the shadow goes away. And I remember having like a half an hour conversation about it, and they just did not know what hooded eyes were, and we've really came a long way since then. This would have been like 15 years ago. This is that same shade, the blend shade. It looks pretty good. Swatching these with my hands, I think I am going to go with what they're really used for. I want to try the center eyelid shade on the center eye, and then inner corner on the inner corner. And there's a couple different center eye shades and inner corners. I'm going to be using in the upper left corner these two. I'm just spraying some MAC Fix Plus. A smaller blending brush. It doesn't look very small on the camera, but I promise it's smaller. I want to deepen it up a little bit. I'm going to go for that shade right under that center eyelid color called Smoke. If you can tell, I haven't had a very good morning. I'm gonna go back to the bigger blending brush I was using and just try to blend it to make it look more seamless. I am definitely not a professional makeup artist or anything professional makeup wise. I just really like makeup, and I'm picky about it on myself. One of the good things about our wedding venue is, like, here we have a townhouse. In our townhouse the lighting's so bad, but our venue has a lot of natural lighting, a lot of windows, and huge vanity mirrors, so that will help me for the day of. That's one of the things I hate most about where we live, is there's no windows. Well, I mean, this is the only window we have, and the lighting's really bad. And if I open the blinds, you're looking at the house beside of us, and they have a window right there, so it's not really open too much. Okay, I'm gonna take a smaller brush. It's the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH42, and we're gonna use the inner corner shade. So even though this isn't going the way I want it to go, I do think I've made progress. I think I'll use the inner corner shade on my eyelid and do more of a halo eye. I think I would like that better. I'm going to take this inner corner shade and just bring it down a little more than normal. And I'm going to take this flat shader brush. It is also the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH43. I'm going to take the shade Blend and just put it right against my lash line. This is just an e.l.f. blending brush. I like to use it just to blend out my lash line. Sorry that I keep looking down. I still haven't gotten like a stationary mirror done here. So I'm using the mirror that's on my palette. Okay. My eyes feel all irritated. I'm going to use today the Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. This is newer to me. Kind of feels like a really thick moisturizer. It's a little bit tacky. It's loosen that tackiness of it. Rub it in. I'm sure if you've seen any of my other videos, it's no surprise. I'm going to use the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NW10. I recently went to Sephora. Well, we don't have a standalone Sephora. We used to have one in the mall, you know, a mall Sephora, but they closed, and now the only Sephora we have is inside JCPenney, which is inside the mall, or inside Kohl's. I am not a fan of the one inside Kohl's. But I was there the other day. It's the easiest one to go to. And she was telling me that I should wear the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, which I used to really like. I've used it before. I went through a couple bottles of it. And I thought about trying it again for this video because I do have it, but I decided not to, because if I like this one and it's so close to my wedding, wow, just cause more stress and anxiety for myself. But I almost did. So today is Monday. I'm working Tuesday and Wednesday this week. Thursday I'm gonna go get my nails done. And then I have to pick up my dad and my aunt from the airport. They live in Texas. We live in West Virginia. It'll be the first time they've been to West Virginia, so that's going to be interesting. I've been here my whole life, so I'm kind of used to everything. That gets people, you know, that is interesting to outsiders. People always say that we are a pretty state, like we have a lot of mountains and greenery and that kind of thing. And I also didn't realize that people really thought our state capital was pretty. I didn't know that was like a thing that stood out to people. I actually have only known my dad for about a year. I did the 23andMe test, and that's how I found him. If you guys want to know more about that, I wouldn't mind talking about it. Some of the people involved might not be very happy, but it's my story and my life, and I feel like I have a right to talk about it. It's not throwing anybody else under the bus, it's just my life. I feel like I need some more coverage under the eye. Rubbish a little bit of it off. A little bit, and then but that much. I don't want to get it too close where we've already done the eye makeup. I just feel like we needed some more coverage. I used to love this for concealer. I don't even know if it has a name. I'm sure it does, I just don't know it. I got it in a holiday kit a few years ago from Tarte, and I think it had 4, maybe 3 or 4 double-ended brushes. So Thursday I'm getting my nails done, picking my dad up and my aunt, and I'm surprising Brandon, my fiance. We've been together since 2017, and shortly after we got together, he started playing Xbox with, he had several Xbox friends. One of them lives in Tennessee. And their friendship goes a little bit outside of Xbox. Like, they talk. When this guy bought a house, he called and told Brandon, like, you know, like, they're friends. It's not just a video game thing. But they've never met in person. And me and his wife actually got together and planned they're going to come in and meet. They're coming in on Thursday. So we're going to do a dinner Thursday evening just so everybody, you know, gets to know each other, and it's not awkward or anything, but it's a surprise to Brandon. I guess that can be his wedding gift. I'm really bad at keeping secrets from him, so I wanted to tell him as soon as I confirmed that they were going to do that. This is the Thrive Mascara. It's the first time I've used it in one of my wedding day makeup trials, but I've used it for probably 2 years now, just in my everyday life. It's probably what I'm going to use on my wedding day. Maybe I should buy a new tube of it. I feel like it's drying up. And of course, nowhere around here sells it. Because Ulta did have it. And we do have an Ulta. I love our Ulta. Yeah, I'm going to get a new tube. I know you can put oil in, like a drop of oil in your mascara tube. I wonder if you could do the Olaplex hair oil. Probably not, huh? Oh, I'm very disappointed. I know it's just because it's, I need a new tube of it. I guess we'll have to save for that today. Yeah, I'm not very happy with this, even though it's my fault. Alright, I'm gonna have to find somewhere to get some more of this. This is the Rare Beauty bronzing stick, and I think it's, oh, I was wrong, Happy Soul. It's also the only one I have, so I don't know how I get them wrong. I'm going to take my beauty blender. I do have a couple beauty blenders. I have, I mean, some I've used and then some new ones that haven't been used yet. I'm going to take my whole makeup collection. So my bridesmaids will just have more options. Some of them are very nervous about doing their makeup, but my goal is, because I ordered off Amazon a makeup case, hopefully will fit the majority of my makeup, but I want to take what I'm going to use in my little, I use it for travel. It's the only thing I use it for whenever we're going somewhere and I want to take makeup. I have two small kids. I have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old. They're 15 months apart. One was born in November of 2018 and the other one was April Fool's Day of 2020. And I just haven't found the right balance yet for me to be able to wear makeup on an everyday basis anymore. This is a Sephora 96 brush. I'm gonna take it into the Hourglass. I think it was their holiday palette that's not last year. Their Natural Bronze Light Bronzer. This is the only Hourglass face product thing I have, and I got it so I could try out you know, all of the different options it comes with. It seems to come with a lot of the favorites. I kind of wish I hadn't got it though. I wish I would have just went with the full-size product, because the size of the product in this palette just does not, it's too small to get any kind of bigger brush in. Like for a bigger bronzer brush or the blush brush I usually use, it's just too big. Okay, For blush, we're just going to stick with the Makeup by Mario in Desert Rose. I really liked it when I used it. That gives me so much anxiety. The lighting is awful today. I'll of course show once I get in the car like natural light, but I don't know. That might be embarrassing. Gosh, I feel like it looks so bad. Okay, so I'm just going to stop messing with it for now and then see how I feel about it in a few minutes, because that's just way too much. I gotta keep this all up. I don't know. I'm going to give the Fenty Beauty Killawatt Duo again another try. I'm going to use Fire Crystal, which is this lighter shade over here. I'm going to take this brush. Highlight is something else that's kind of hard to do in really bad lighting, because you don't know if you have way too much or if it's even visible. As soon as we move, I'll have a better setup for my makeup. We just have to find a house. It's been pretty terrible. This is the Gimme Brown. I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier. I just have like a little, it came in one of those 500 Sephora points boxes, and I've had this thing forever. I use it all the time, and I still have plenty in there. So I don't know if I'd ever want to buy a full one, just because this has literally lasted me forever. I like to set under my eyes, obviously with the under eye setting powder. I feel like it doesn't look too bad. This is the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in Magnetic Mauve. It's kind of, I have a couple lip liners, but this became my favorite. Also, do not judge me because I'm really bad at this. I did pretty good last week. Last week's video was a lot better. I've picked out a couple different shades. We'll cover different products. They're all basically the same shade. I have this little mini, it's Lime Life. I loved wearing it. I got a lot of compliments on it. This is the Rare Beauty in the shade Courage. I have not used this yet. It's a little more brown. And then this is the Tatcha lip paint in TBT. I might go with that today. This is the Laura Mercier setting powder. I'll take it just in a big fluffy brush. I've also had this one forever. Like, I would never need to buy another one. Am I forgetting anything? I feel like I am. I'm probably gonna feel like that all day. Need to clean my lip a little. I don't know how I feel about the blush. I don't know how I feel about the lip color. But we're gonna go with it for now. Maybe that will help me feel better about the blush. Well, I think that's it for the application. When I get outside in natural light, it won't be crazy. This is what it looks like. I still think the blush is too much. I might have to not use this blush. The other contender is in the Hourglass palette. I feel like it's a lot easier to use this blush and not do too much. I never wore blush until I decided for sure that I was going to do my own makeup for my wedding. And the only reason I decided to start trying to figure out how to use blush is because I feel like sometimes I just need some color because I'm so pale. So I'm still learning a lot about the blushes. Alright, I will show you guys in a little bit I know what I'm forgetting. I knew I was forgetting something. Eyeliner. Okay, this is not my favorite one, but we're just gonna give it a try. Doing the darker lash line and then a nude waterline, I feel like that's a pretty good combo and balance. Just because I don't like it when my whole lower lash line is just super dark. Okay, yeah, I didn't really change much, but that's what it looks like. I'll show you what it looks like in a couple hours. Say hi. So I've been eating and drinking. I have a boba. It's one of our favorites. Brand's looking at me and I'm recording. I just want to show you what it looks like in natural light.